Hey guys, Karma Sculpting back again once again, and today we're sculpting out a Quaxly. I started out with an oval shape for his head and immediately started working on his body right after. He's built kind of like an old school gumdrop with a pinched out little portion in the back for his tail. And from what I can tell, it looks like there's 3 feathers in the back. Kind of makes me wish they gave us both front and back sprites for the promotional art, you know? With that, I decided to go ahead and blend the body into the head and carved out the top of his eyes to give them a sense of depth. Up next was his beak. And I just kind of thumbed around with it a little bit until I came out with this shape, and I was happy with it. Since I'm far from being professional, a lot of this is trial and error. As I cut this line through his beak, I tried to make him have that smug little smirk he's definitely going to be known for. And 2 little nostrils to finish the beak off. The small tuft of feathers on his chest is just a small mound, kind of circular in shape, where I just cut off the top and blended it in. His wings/arms, on the other hand, were just me playing around with the shape. I cut it out, and I added a thumb. I wanted to have this little guy in a dynamic pose as if he was bowing to the audience after a great performance. He seems kind of show-offy, you know what I mean? Out of all 3 of these new starters for Gen 9, he does seem like he's got the most personality. Now, for this little guy's feet, I kind of just created a couple of sloped mounds and then cut out the ends of the duck-shaped feet. And I did put them in the oven separately to keep them from warping when I decided to cook the entire thing. Alright, and here's a question for you all. What is this thing on his head? Is it feathers? Is it a hat? Is it hair? Pompadour? I don't know what they're going for here. Looks alright, I guess. Like, they gave this little duck some old school swagger. After a quick deep fry, it was time to give this guy his white base. For future reference, should I kind of skip past this part? Maybe just show like a quick video edit of hey, now it's got a white base, let's get on to the next part. What do you guys think? My favorite fact about this Pokemon is that it is based on the blue-billed booby, and I love that so much just because I get to say booby. Any guesses as to what this W is going to stand for? Or is it meant to just be like a poorly drawn bird on an old painting? Your guess is as good as mine. And a thought I had while painting this little fella is that he might be the easiest paint job I've ever done. A little bit of sky blue here, a little bit of yellow-orange there, and he was done. All in all, his eyes were really the only detailed part about the paint job. A couple ovals of dark blue, some under shades of lighter blues, and a white speck in the middle of each one. And I do regret the size of Sharpie I used here. I should have went with ultra fine. This made them a little too thick. And with that, our pompous pompadour duck is done. How did I do? If you're so inclined to answer, leave a comment down below. If you liked the video, please smash that like button for me. It really helps out a lot. Out of all three of the starters, this one may have been my least favorite, but that does not mean by any means that it was a bad design. I just happen to like Fuecoco and Sprigatito a little more, though I am really biased towards Sprigatito. I love my grass types. A little spoiler for next week, I'm going to use all three of these and put them onto a platform of sorts. I'm making a landscape for them to play around on. I haven't done that in a while, and I thought I could actually do something really fun with these three, so I'll see what I can come up with. Anyhow, enough of my rambling. Time to get started on next week's project. Quaxly and Karma Sculpting, out!